Hey there, YouTubers. We're going to start this video out with a little joke. And the joke is, what is the only thing that Carpenter A and Carpenter B can ever agree on? Answer is that Carpenter C did the job wrong. There are a ton of videos out there teaching you how to build a deck. This isn't one of them. I haven't built a deck in over 25 years, but like most of my other videos, this is going to come with two things. As I'm doing it myself, we're going to see how long it took me to do. We're going to see what tools I used, and we're going to see how much it cost.
It's necessary to have a skill saw to do this job. I also used a jigsaw and a Sawzall. You could get away without the Sawzall. I only used it on the main post, the 6x6 post. If you had a handsaw, you can get away with a handsaw. Knee pads are a must. Save your knees. Clamps came extremely handy, especially when doing the job by yourself. Tool belt, speed square, tape measure, place to hold your screws, and also a chalk line. Digging, I used a post hole digger and a 6-foot pry bar. I did this entire job using a screw gun, and get yourself an extra battery because nothing's worse than having to stop for the day because your battery's dead. 4-foot level and a 2-foot level. I bought a cement mixer from Harbor Freight. I spent $200 on it. So it's the next day and everything's been poured, and I'm just resting these on here and not really tightening the nuts just so I don't lose them. And they are adjustable, so I cut them to the exact height, and then I cut it a notch. I'm using 2x10, so I took a 9¼ inch notch out of that. And then I did some cut and treat preservative. I'm a little bit hit by the rain today, so got a post up, beams up, or the beam and the post, I should say. So right now all these posts are plumb. The beam and the first couple joists put up are level, and I just squared them off. And so today I'm going to be continuing to put in the joists with the joist hangers. I did use ledger locks for securing the ledger. This is how I hang the joists. I just put a little block over the edge, about an inch or so, and that sits on the ledger, and the other end just sits on the beam, and then I'll take that off once I put the joist hanger on. The deck coming along, got the joists up. And I'm going to put in the rim joist, so I have a couple clamps here on either end. I'm going to throw a few screws in here to hold it up as well. And then I can rest the rim joist on this board, and that should make it flush with these joists. And I have it resting just a little bit on that lip. And I'm just using these clamps to hold it in place with one of the blockings. Getting ready to set the post, so I'm using these clamps right here to hold just a piece of scrap wood underneath, so I can take, just a post and sit it on top of it. So I put the posts up, at least on this side, to the blocking. Just a quick little update. So I did end up putting the joist tape on top of the joist and the blocking and all that stuff, and that was not fun to do, being up on 10 feet above ground, and it was a really hot day, and having to go down and kneel. So I wish I kind of had an easy workaround with that, but I just don't. And start putting the decking on, and I did things differently than most people would probably advise. I actually did the picture framing on the outside first. And then what I've been doing is just simply putting that end down there, the deck board down on that end, giving myself a 1/8 space, and then laying across over the other hand and just making a mark, and then just cutting on the line. And that's just pretty much giving me exactly a 1/8 gap on pretty much all of them, and they're all pretty straight. So other people say just let them all overhang and then just do a chalk line come once and do the picture framing last. I opted to go, might be the hard way, but because more cuts
but that's just the way it went. And today, I don't know if you can tell, but it's raining. So one thing we're talking about how long this deck is taking me to build. A couple things that did come into play was that building inspectors, one day I called on like a Monday morning, they couldn't get out till like Wednesday afternoon. And then the decking, I had to do a special order from Home Depot to get the color I wanted, and it was 7 days for that to come in. So the project has taken longer because I've had more down days between rain and extreme heat. It was like about 98 degrees here a couple of days, and I really just didn't get much done on the days that were that hot. And then ordering the parts. So because I could have ordered the parts early, but I didn't want things sitting around and getting warped. So I probably lost a good week of time that I could have been productive by not having the materials here and having bad weather and building inspectors. So getting along. I think I have about 2 days left. I've got one more day of decking. I'm about halfway there, and then I've got the railings to put up, which I think that'll take me a day. So I'm hoping to be done in 2 more days. Well, I have all the decking on, and I'm pretty happy how this came out. Like I said, I just eyeballed all my lines here, and they're all within like a 32nd of an inch, maybe a 16th at the most off. And I'm happy with the way I did it. Now, as a general rule, what it took me to do was I was able to do 5 deck boards in an hour. I know that sounds awful, but that's just how it was. I mean, between like the cutting and then screwing them in, and I didn't buy a tool that I guess you could use to put these in faster. So I had to kind of like just put all the spacers in and only tighten them like down halfway. Then I have to put the other row in, tighten them halfway, and then I go back and tighten the boards back, so it was like twice as much work. And again, I just brought all the tools up here so I didn't have to keep on going up and down the ladder once I had a little space to work with, and things started going a little quicker. And obviously the ones that I didn't have to make cuts on to notch out where the posts are, those ones went quicker. But I'd probably say 28 pieces of deck, 5 per hour. It's probably 6 hours total of doing the decking itself for me. Putting up the rails today, and there were 7 rails, and it took me 3.5 hours. And the way I cheated a little bit, again doing it by myself, is cut some blocks for the height that I needed to go down there, and then use the clamps to clamp them in place. But then I bought these kind of brackets here. The deck is complete, so I did add post skirts and post caps. These are the Solar Light ones. So when I give you the cost breakdown here, we're going to do a couple of different things with this. This deck, as you see it, with the Trex decking and the picture frame outer rim there. So this deck, as seen, total cost was $4,782 complete down to the last screw. I mean, I did keep a very detailed sheet on how much it cost. Now, if you want to save some money, you could build this deck for $3,500 for going with wood decking instead of the Trex. So you can save yourself a lot of money just by switching with that one thing. $3,500 for this deck just with pressure treated decking. Now, if you're on a budget and you want to save even more money, you could take off another $200 for not buying a cement mixer, $228 for the post caps and the skirts, $112 for the brackets that are holding on the railings, and you could get a cheaper railing. In fact, if you want to build your own railing by getting a couple of 2x4s and then getting them wooden balusters, you would save $470 by building your own rail. So you could build this size deck, which is a 16 by 12 deck, with wooden decking, making your own railings, and not some of the finish looking of the the black hardware we have here. And you could build this size deck with the framing and everything for $2,500. So $2,500, $3,500,
or let's just call it $4,800 as seen here. Now time-wise, so planning and designing, permitting, all that stuff, takes as much time as you want to put into it. I did watch some YouTube videos that's not part of this, time that I kind of put in there. I had to dig 3 holes, 4 feet deep. I used a post hole digger, but you could rent an auger. Maybe you have an auger. That would make it go a lot quicker. Pouring the concrete. I did use the cement mixer, but you could potentially just have a concrete company come and deliver it and pour it in the holes. And so as far as time, there was time waiting to get the building permit of a couple days. And that's another thing you got to kind of think of is if you get your building permits and you get all the wood and everything delivered before you're about to start, how long should this project take? Well, I did have some weather, and your chances are going to have some weather. I did have some setbacks as far as, the building inspectors, because they had to do inspections for footings and then for framing. But you could do this one of 2 ways. You could take a week's vacation and probably the weekend before and the weekend after. So, 10 days with some days, needing to have the footings cured and waiting for inspectors to come out. You could finish this deck in about 10 days with all those things. Or you could spend a month doing just the weekends. So if you did Saturdays and Sundays or occasional Friday night, and it also depends on how fast you work. Now, I don't build decks for a living, and for the most part, I'm not in incredible shape. So when I say days of how long it takes me, I didn't work 9-hour days from start to finish. Most of the time I would work from 10 o'clock in the morning until about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So my days were much shorter than a normal day. So trying to break it down by, how many hours did each particular thing take? So if the putting down the decking was 6 hours and putting up the railings was 3.5 hours, that's 9.5 hours. Could you do that all in one day? Absolutely. Now this is all me doing it by myself. And if you had someone to help you, even if it was someone to hold the other end of the tape measure, this job would have gone at least half the time that it took me. The other thing is, this right here is probably 11 or 12 feet off the ground. So I had to do most of this stuff on a ladder, and the ladder was constantly having to be moved and from one thing to another and from one end of the deck to the other. I really wish I had 2 ladders, but the land slopes down, this going this way, but also coming this way. So it was always on uneven surfaces. So I was constantly having to readjust the ladder. And it's the same on this side, is that, it's going down this way, but also coming towards the house this way. So if this was a ground level deck, this would have taken, again, probably only half the time. So hopefully you guys have found this helpful. If you have any questions, throw them to me in the comments, but please like the video, and if you could, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.